Hey, welcome back to Market Mamas. We're so excited about this next must-read recommendation for you guys. Our book this week is titled Relentless, and it's written by Tim Grover and Shari Wenk.
Yeah, so legendary trainer Tim Grover has worked with all the greats. I'm talking Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, Dwayne Wade, and hundreds of additional relentless competitors in sports and business. And he's made them even greater. In this book, he reveals what it takes to achieve total mental and physical dominance, showing you how to be relentless and achieve whatever you desire. He's direct, blunt, and brutally honest in this book. Grover really breaks down what it takes to be unstoppable. You keep going when everyone else has given up. You thrive under pressure. You never let your emotions take over. He elaborates on the essential traits that are shared by most intense competitors and achievers. Relentless shows you how to trust your instincts, how to get in the zone, how to use and control your dark side, and how to adapt to any situation, and how to find your opponent's weakness and attack. His advice is consistent. Don't think. His simplified yet sophisticated, no-nonsense approach had me hooked from the beginning.
We both love this book so much. So let's start unpacking some of the great gems from it. There's so many that we feel like we need to tell you guys about. So we're going to start with the title, Relentless. There's a couple great quotes that define this word well. Being relentless means demanding more of yourself than anyone else could ever demand of you. Knowing that every time you stop, you can still do more. You must do more. Also, relentless is about never being satisfied, always striving to be the best and then getting better. There's so much power in these sentences. In the chapters where this is explained with real-life examples from sports legends, it gives the reader an inspiring view of what true strength and potential looks like.
For sure. Okay, so I love the bluntness of this one. Do the work every day. Every day, do something that you don't want to do. Every day, challenge yourself to be uncomfortable. Push past the limits. Push past the apathy, the laziness, and fear. So let's be honest, we all face periods where we lack motivation, usually accompanied by laziness and fear. So this is the human experience. The reality is you don't need to feel good or be particularly motivated to do the things you need to do. If we sit around and wait for the inspiration fairy to come sprinkle dust on us, we're going to be losing precious time and opportunities. In another relentless quote along the same lines, they say, in anything you do, it takes no talent to work hard. You have to just want to do it. There it is. Clear and to the point. You want it, you work for it. The power is in knowing exactly what you want and kicking yourself into gear. No one starts out with a baseline of extreme talent in their field. You have to cultivate and foster that. And even once you get good at whatever you do, you still have to show up and work. Talent alone will not carry you.
Absolutely. Let's talk about the path of some true masters and how their journey was shaped by this next quote. The greats never stop learning. Instinct and talent without technique just makes you reckless, like a teenager driving a powerful high-performance vehicle. Instinct is raw clay that can be shaped into a masterpiece if you develop the skills that match your talent. That can only come from learning everything there is to know about what you do. This one spoke strongly to me about my goals as a day trader. I'm no longer a baby trader, but I'm still young in my trading career with many, many, many more milestones ahead of me. So now is the time to really buckle down, work hard, study everything, soak up all of the knowledge that I can, and then practice until it becomes part of my expertise, my market intuition, my playbook. Essentially, I'm dedicated to this path. So dig in and do everything that I can if I really want to actually master it.
This next one I really love. Be yourself because everyone else is already taken. In order to have what you really want, you have to first be who you really are. Yes, this should be everyone's morning mantra as soon as you open your eyes. We feel this one so much. The most successful individuals in every field have set themselves apart. I love how they point out not trying to change yourself, not trying to change who you are. Do you, embrace you, be you, because trying to be anything else other or copy someone else's playbook is ultimately never going to serve you.
Okay, this next quote is excellent when it comes to the messy middle of a truly challenging pursuit. Stress is just pressure you refuse to deal with. You have to deal with pressure on a daily basis. If you don't deal with it on a daily basis, there's more pressure the next day and the next day and the next day, and then it turns into stress. I love how this applies to trading. It is best practice in trading to truly treat each trade separately from the previous. Focus on one good trade at a time. If you take a loss or a great win, both situations can induce emotions and possibly influence your approach to your next trade. They can add pressure to keep a winning streak going or fix it if you took a loss. Does that added pressure help you make a more clear decision on your next setup? Hard no. Ideally, acknowledge the pressure, choose to focus on your process and data and the present moment. This is how we can do as the quote advises and not let the pressures of your trades carry over and compound. Instead, each trade is independent and the pressures of one trade does not have to make your day stressful if you don't let it.
That's so true. So this next one, those who talk don't know, and those who know don't talk. I was so into this one because it just really hits home for me. So in general, social settings, I'm fun-loving, comical, bring the good times, like a whole vibe. But when it comes to my trading, I prefer to be very tight-lipped. And it's not because I'm scared to talk about it, but it's just because it's so sacred to me. Like, I don't want to let it get tainted by others' opinions or their projections. I do have a select few, that are in my locker room who, of course, I do confide in. But it's just overall, I don't have a reason to talk about my trading with others. And, you just have to be careful because sometimes people just want to use you as a sounding board. They just want lip service. And so you must be cognizant of that and just be aware of, is this conversation going to inspire and encourage and energize me? Or is it going to just be draining and, not beneficial for my goals, for my trajectory? So another quote that I really love that it plays into nicely is, parts of success is recognizing the people who can get you to where you want to go and putting those best pieces in place. It really helps when you are pursuing things that are not commonplace to keep your circle selective and build a fortress around it. Life is one never-ending game, and we all get to strategize and then put our characters into play. You can really learn a great deal from people who have chosen to build, incredible lives from that vantage point. And there's always going to be this great divide of people who let shit happen to them and people who make shit happen for them. And so we get to decide which team we're playing on.
Yes. Okay, time to get a little real. So I am the more volatile trader of the two of us a little bit. I was sure that I was the day trader first. When we were dabbling in day trading, swing trading, I kind of fell in for the faster. I leveraged up sooner. I make riskier choices with trade management still. Kendra and I are different people, and we always tease that if we could just merge ourselves into one trader, we would literally be unstoppable. In recent months, though, we're both growing and coming in more alignment with improved balance with our trading, so it's so interesting to watch our evolution. But this next Relentless quote, so good. You can't make things better until you stop making them worse. So I had to elaborate on this excellent quote because it was really powerful for me. Kendra and I both do a great job with journaling our trades and the overall day at the end of a trading session. And this forces us to shine light on the good, the bad, and the ugly of our trading executions. We know how we need to stop making our trading choices worse. That review that we do highlights the places that we really need to put in the work, tighten our back ends, stop making our red days worse so that our green days can compound faster. Red days can be real red. For me, if I trade heavier, that's been a hard pill to swallow. My green days can be very green. This shows me all of my potential. But what I've learned through that review is that when you do trade with that kind of volatility, you got to tame it down a little bit in the beginning. If I could manage my worst choices better and reinforce the stronger ones, that kind of brings more balance to it. So, he really, Relentless, doesn't hold anything back with the bluntness of like, stop making your real dumb choices so that you can really shine. And that quote really reinforces that for me. It's good for me to hear.
Yeah, so much of this book spoke to us as traders. Again, not even a trading book, but it just, drives home all these really critical factors and pieces of this puzzle we were trying to put together every day. So we can choose to be empowered by this ability, to design our own systems and practices and rules. But the real power is by being relentless in our work, towards bettering our game every day. It's great to be a trader in a community and have that support and collaboration, but trading is ultimately a solo sport. We have to own it, every execution, every decision. And so this next quote I really loved, and it's personal to me very much so. You make a decision, or time will make a decision for you. So personally, I've really struggled sometimes with pivoting and reapproaching my methods. I've learned I always have to be open, to be flexible, to different ways to get what I want. So when I look back on certain things, I had a hard time deciding on, for example, learning a more advanced trading style, or, trading a brand new instrument. Those things that I, overthought for a while and doubted, and took me longer to make a decision on. When I finally did, they added like immense value, to my game. They were amazing. They helped me level up. So it's just really important to understand that essentially not making decisions it's indeed making a decision. It's a decision to stay stuck, stagnant, to not grow or allow yourself to elevate or rise to the next challenge. So there's also this correlation that we found, when we're actively trading as well. We're often faced with, so many decisions, like by the second, do I enter now? Do I adjust my stop loss? Do I hold this trade? Do I exit? And all these decisions, in real time affect our P&L and eventually affect our confidence, our ability to trust our gut. So, being able to fire off what you're going to do is very, very important.
This next one plays right off of that. When you start thinking too much, you start to lose time and trust in yourself. Different quote, but similar essence. Some businesses require fast processing and execution, like performance sports and day trading. This skill takes time to develop, but is required for mastery. It speaks to the power of instinct. When you've been doing something for a long time, and instinct and intuition develops, it allows your speed and precision to come more naturally and with less thinking time required each move. That's the next level that we are actively working to cultivate. Every day we show up to our charts. This is getting tiny bit better, and you can start to feel it when it really starts building.
Yeah, there's so much great content from Relentless, but we should wrap it up soon. There are 2 more quotes we do want to make sure we mention. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. So listen, if you're trying to write your own ticket out and be self-made, there's no way around having to embody this mindset. I like to think I've got nothing to lose, because when you're working for something that is so much bigger and greater than where you're currently operating from, you just don't. You either fail and you keep going, or you get closer to those targets and then you keep aiming for more. I love how they say in the book that the most successful powerhouse people would rather take a shot, miss, and then have a mess to, fix and clean up than to not take any shot at all. I freaking love that. You can always clean up the mess, and there's good material within that. There's value in that mess, waiting to be, discovered and used to make your next shot that much better. So that's what we're doing with our trading. Every day, like this morning, I gained immense value from not being able to nail a morning that I thought I should have nailed. So, we just break it down and we keep going and just, take it all in and just, be stronger for it. So, every trade is another shot.
Okay. Lastly, always be prepared to change directions and refuse to get sucked in by others' opinions on what it means to succeed or fail. I love this. Stay in your own lane and embrace it. No 2 lives are supposed to be the same. If you're not seeing the results you want, consult your closest people within your locker room for advice, but also consult your own heart and mind. Pivot, keep at it, adjust your sails. No one has the right to judge your journey. It's yours. It's not theirs. Own your life. Tune out the noise. Nothing truly incredible happens overnight. I've got to come at mine with patience and perseverance. I am relentless in my pursuit because I know that I will achieve my goals. And it's not been easy, but not quitting, it actually really is adding up. All of those thousands of shots we've taken so far in our training career have really started to build our understanding of the way she moves and our intuition, and it's compounding, and we just relentless with the pursuit.
Yes. Our main takeaways from Relentless for us are you have everything you need to go from good to great to unstoppable. The opportunity exists for all those who are strong enough to just keep doing the work relentlessly towards their outcome. Be unstoppable. Make a conscious choice every day to push yourself more than everyone if you want results that are not going to be like everyone.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, you guys, we can't recommend this book enough. I mean, Kendra and I, we listened on Audible. I swear, I think I've listened to this book 3 times all the way through because I was just like, oh, I want to hear that again because it really just speaks to me. So it's really good. We encourage you guys to check it out. And we would love your feedback on this book. If you've read it, if you haven't, if you're interested, check it out. We're going to come at you with more must reads so that you can, see if you're interested in what we're interested in, because we're all about sharing what has helped us and fed us with strong content that has helped us evolve. So please like and subscribe if you appreciate this. I mean, we just really want to pour out anything that we feel has helped us because maybe it'll help you. So thank you for being here with us at Market Mamas.
Thank you all. Have a good day. Bye.
Bye.